There's a...
It's recording?
I see a red dot.
You see seconds going?
No, I see a red dot.
But is it...
I see a red dot.
So... take into account that I will not be putting any Playboi Carti songs from the 2024 rollout this year because he didn't drop in 2024 and I am protesting him not dropping. So yeah, drop the album, Carti. We already did the intro, right? Welcome to my favorite songs of 2024. 3 honorable mentions before we begin the 100 songs. First one is Timeless by The Weeknd and Playboi Carti. I feel like Carti gave a really good verse, a great verse actually, but The Weeknd kind of disappoints and I never really go back to the song other than the Playboi Carti verse. I kind of just ended there. Next one is Jump by Tyla. Again, same thing. Tyla gave a great performance and then Gunna starts rapping. And the last one is probably a shocker, but Die With A Smile by Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. Didn't crack my top 10, not top 10, top 100. Didn't crack my top 100 simply because, same reason. I think Lady Gaga doesn't have it in this song. I think the chemistry between them just isn't there. So we're gonna run through the first 50, and then towards the top half of the list, the other 50, I'm gonna get more in depth to it and kind of talk about the songs. So at 100 I have Sticky by Tyler the Creator. At 99 I have Problem by Cash Cobain. Then we have Ani Ve'at, an Israeli song in Hebrew that talks about 2 people meeting in a bomb shelter. Pretty funny and relatable for any Israeli. Then we have Espresso, yes, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Then we have New Women by Lisa, featuring Rosalia. After that, Nina by 21 Savage, featuring Travis Scott. Then we have Mad at the Garden by Kendrick Lamar. Pretty crazy track considering the track we got in 2015, You. I think this is a great kind of full circle moment and it's great growth from Kendrick, and it's honestly pretty touching. Then we have Daffodil by Jamie XX, followed by Earthly Delights by Aurora, and right after that we have Motorbike by Jordy Greep, followed by Chihiro by Billie Eilish. Still don't know how to pronounce it. Great song nevertheless. Right after that we have Don Toliver with Inside, featuring Travis Scott, a song I really liked towards the beginning of the year, and now it's just kind of good, but not better than these next ones. Right after that, we have Boom Bap by Doechii. Very wild, chaotic track that just works. She threw in a bunch of ideas and it just works. Right after that, we have Aquamarine, a pop banger by Addison Rae of all people. And after that, we have 2 tracks I've meshed in together because they're both covers. It's Blackbird and Jolene by Beyonce. In my opinion, she put a really good spin on these already great iconic tracks and kind of made her her own, and that's what's so special about it. Right after that, we have Euphoria by Kendrick Lamar. While it's probably the more cohesive and in-depth diss track of all of them, it doesn't get as much replay value for me. After that, I have Always Dreaming by Cindy Lee, followed by Stay By My Side by Michael Kiwanuka. Still don't know how to say his name, but I love his music, and this song was great. After that, we have the intro to Nala Signpro's jazz record that we got this year. I really loved it, and honestly, this song is a great tease for what's to come. Right after that, we have Thank You by Clairo, followed by Paul Rodriguez by Logic, and Saturn by SZA. Right after that, we have Rewind by Charlie XCX, Take a Bite by Biba Doobie, Death Roll by Doechii. A lot of Doechii on this list. She just had a lot of short songs that worked for her this year. Right after that, we have Follow Your Dreams by Michael Kiwanuka again, and Sant Chroma, the intro off of Tyler the Creator's Chromacopia. After that, Denial Is a River by Doechii. Great storytelling. reminiscent of Slick Rick. Amazing. And of course, right after that we have Like That. Great song. I will say that, like, as much as people like Future's part, it's great and all, but it's just not good enough for me to put it on the top of the list. Right after that we have 4 Long Years, the outro to Michael Kiwanuka's album this year. Following up that we have Reincarnated by Kendrick Lamar. Great storytelling by Kendrick. Absolutely loved it. Following that we have Blues by Jordy Griep. Amazing intro. What can I say? After that I have One on One by Mika, I think his name is. Following that we have Sweet Honey Buckin' by Beyonce. Right next to that we have Safe Place by Leon Thomas III. Andre from Victorious, aka. We have Fireflies by Doechii next up. Following that we have Bodyguard by Beyonce and Out of My Love by Clairo. Next we have Mashu Mitparek from the same Hebrew album I mentioned earlier. Really great indie Israeli pop. Next up we have Rebel Soul by Michael again. Then we have Samurai by Lupe Fiasco. Following that we have Darling I by Tyler the Creator. Classical by Vampire Weekend. The Greatest by Billie Eilish. Followed by The Baddest by Joey Valence and Bray. And then this next one is Mustard! TV Off. A song that at first I thought it was really overrated. Not really overrated, I just thought it was overrated. But I warmed up to it and now it's one of my favorites off that album. Speaking of, Luther is next by Kendrick Lamar and SZA. One of my favorites from that album. Amazing, it's just an amazing track, how can you hate it? Following that we have Popper by Aquila and Taichu. 2 great Spanish pop stars that are making waves in my opinion, and I love it. I love this song. Right after that we have Backstreets by Don Toliver featuring Tizo Touchdown. One of the most underrated from this year in my opinion. After that at 51 we have Million Dollar Baby by Tommy Richmond. This song is great. People hate on it for no reason. Why is it popular? Because it's good, okay? It's a good song. Okay, now entering the top 50. At number 50, I have Juna by Clairo. At number 49, I have The Heart Part 6 by Kendrick Lamar. At number 48, I have Killing Time by Magdalena Bay. At number 47, I have Talk Talk, the remix with Troye Sivan. At number 46, I have Boiled Peanuts by Doechii. One of the most underrated from that album. I love it to death. At number 45, I have Sin Miedo by JPEG Mafia. When those guitars come crashing in, it's chaos. I love it. Probably should be higher, but I left room for more tracks that I love. At number 44, I have Houston by Your Arms Are My Cocoon. Great screamo song that I never thought I'd love, but I love. Right after that, I have Batty on the Floor by Jamie XX. At number 42, I have Mission Control by Logic. At 41, I have Stone Faces by Cindy Lee. And at number 40, I have Your Blood, a song I had originally around the top 10 spot, but it kind of grew off me. It's still an amazing song, but there's better in my opinion. At number 39, I have Beaches by Biba Doobie. This song feels like a lullaby in the morning, if that makes sense. At number 39, I have Death and Romance by Magdalena Bay. Great single for such a great album. At number 37, I have Get Your Head Out by Jessica Pratt. Oh my bossa nova. At number 36, I have Epitafio featuring Face Brooklyn and Juicy Bay by the amazing Aquila. At number 35, I have Nissan Altima by Doechii. One of the most energetic rap songs over the last couple years. The energy on this song is insane, and it's honestly inspiring to see and hear. Mostly hear. At number 34, I have A Vampire in the Corner by Magdalena Bay. At number 33, I have Waited All Night by Jamie XX featuring Romy and Oliver. At number 32, I have Vocoder the intro to the Floating Points album. This is just some great, you know, techno, ambient house, whatever you want to call it. It's a great blend and a great intro for such a great album. After that, I have Teoria del Tiempo, again by Aquila, featuring Gianluca. I am butchering all these Spanish names, but I don't care because I'm shouting them out, and this was a great song. At number 30, I have Palaces by Lupe Fiasco. The beat is so captivating in his rapping and what he's talking about. It just makes for such a great track. At number 29, I have a song that probably should be higher because it made me cry this year. This song is Girl So Confusing, the remix with Lorde by Charlie XCX. I never thought listening to a song with so much auto-tune would make me cry because the lyrics here are so moving and so... and the backstory, the lore to it, it's so touching that like you just start getting emotional about it. At number 29, I have Birds of a Feather by Billie Eilish. Yes, Birds of a Feather. It's a good song. I don't know. It's just good. It's just good. It's the definition of good. Those drums, every time they hit me in a different way. At number 27, I have Black and Blue by Vince Staples. He really stepped up this year, and I think this is such a good, tight song. I love it. Right after that, at number 26, I have 16 Carriages by Beyonce. The better single, in my opinion, and in most people's opinion, from the Cowboy Carter rollout. Really great country song. I love it. It's a great ode to it's just so country. At number 25, I have Good Luck Babe by Chaperone. If there's anything that Chaperone and her producer Daniel Nigro proved last year with Midwest Princess was their chemistry. And this song is just an extension of that. Great song. As far as lyrical content, I can't really relate, but come on, great song. It's just Kate Bush vibes to the fullest, and I love it. At number 24, I have Thank God For Me by Schoolboy Q. He really shocked me this year. After me not liking Crash Talk a lot from 2019, I believe it was. This song is just dreamy, it's hype, it's mind-blowing. At number 23, I have Bending Hectic by The Smile, aka Tom York, Johnny Greenwood, and the drummer, I never remember his name, but this song is explosive. It's at first very like calming, and it kind of gets you in this weird depressive mood, but in a beautiful way, and then and Tom York, he just does his thing at the end, and everything explodes, and it's amazing, and it's chaotic, and it's there, it's in your face, and you're loving it. At number 22, I have Type Shit. I have Type Shit by Metro Boomin, Future, featuring Travis Scott and Playboi Carti. What can I say? Peak trap music. At number 21, I have Push to Start by Tyla. Her best song in my opinion. Not Far From Water, but this is just the greatest way of captivating those 2000 like Y2K vibes into music, and I think she does a job of doing it, and it's just so addicting, and I come back to it so much. And now we're getting into the top 20. At number 20, I have Not Like Us. In a year that kickstarted with Cat Williams kind of going off on the whole industry on that 3-hour-long podcast and kind of like outing so many people, for that to just be a year of just a lot of allegations thrown around and all these pedophiles coming to light, Kendrick Lamar made a song that not only destroyed Drake, it became an anthem for all these pedophiles that have just come to light, and it's honestly perfect timing, and it's crazy to think about. At number 19, I have Live For Your Love, again by Michael Kiwanuka. beautiful song, beautiful song. I am speechless. I have nothing else to add to that. At number 18, I have the Ballad of Matt and Mika, the outro to the Magdalena Bay album, Imaginal Disc. When those synths hit you, it makes you just feel something. It's incredible. At number 17, I have Generate Utopia by Death's Dynamic, Shroud, and Galen Tipton. This song, I have never heard something like this song. This song is something else. Like, all these songs are great on this list, and this one is too. It's maybe not my favorite, but it has a certain sound where I have never heard something like this. The way they play with the vocals and stuff there, it's honestly mind-boggling. I urge you to listen to this song if you're into electronic music. At number 16, I have 360 by Charlie XCX. What can I say? Super engaging, addicting beat over this bratty kind of just energy that she's throwing into the song. And rightfully so, I guess. I just love it. At number 15, I have The Fear Is Not Real by Willow. Willow Smith. I didn't know she had this in her bag. This is a great song by Willow Smith. What can I say? At number 14, I have That's My Floor by Magdalena Bay. Another song where I'm just wowed. This whole album wowed me. It just deserves to be in the top 15, and I have it at 14. At number 13, I have Crashing Through by Fricko. This made me appreciate indie more for kind of the risks it sometimes takes. As much as I don't really like indie music all that much, this song is great, and I love the risk it's taking, and it's just, it's lovely. At number 12, I have As If Waltz by Jordy Griep. This is a song about a guy who falls in love with a hooker, and it's genuinely the most beautiful way of telling such a weird and interesting story. I love it. It's genuinely one of my favorites. At number 11, I have the outro to the Michael Kiwanuka project, Floating Parade. Never mind, it's not the outro, it's the intro. Either way, the outro and the intro, they're both beautiful, but this intro, the way it kickstarts the album, wow. I'm kind of mad that I didn't put it in 10, but I kind of just had to leave it out of the top 10. Alright, top 10. Whew, this is probably where everyone's gonna skip to in the video. So I gotta get this right. At number 10, I have Nana by Akrilla. This Spanish Chilean artist, the production on this song, and on the album, but on this song specifically, wow, it's so aggressive, it's so chaotic, but it just works and it fits in. I don't even know where I'm going with this. If you like experimental songs, I just urge you to check this out. It's mind-boggling. The amount of times I've said mind-boggling is mind-boggling. At number 9, I have two songs that I've kind of meshed together because they go hand in hand and you can't really separate them. So I'm kind of cheating, but I'm not. I have Riverdance and Two Hands to Heaven by Beyonce. It kind of starts off like really like kind of like a party song, like a get-together song, and kind of traverses into this like heavenly, like just bouncy track that just with a ton of vocal layering, and it's beautiful and it's wow. At number 8, I have Either On or Off the Drugs by JPEG Mafia. This song is probably the most creative song on this list. To take a song that's AI generated, right? An AI generated song, a cover of Future's Turn on the Lights, covered by Al Green in AI, to sample that, and on top of that to have these like great lyrics and these emotional lyrics kind of on top of that beat, and it gets you to feel something. I think that's crazy. That's honestly one of the craziest things you can do. Just to, in a day and age where people are kind of canceling AI music, and it's not really like accepted right now, and it's kind of, and it's not really working, and it's not at its full potential or whatever. To take that and sample it, and then to have thousands and maybe even millions of people listening to that and feeling something, I think is incredible. At number 7, I have Hijack by A$AP Rocky featuring Jessica Pratt. She gives an outstanding outro at the end, and his bars throughout the whole song, it just ties in really well. And I love when Rocky is doing this kind of stuff. I really hope he does it on his upcoming album, if that ever comes out. At number 6, I have Everything Is Romantic by Charlie XCX. I had a hard time putting this at 6 because I thought it should be higher, but I feel like I just had to, again, leave room for these next 5. This song is literally what the title suggests. Everything is romantic. Alright, top 5. At number 5, I have Attitude by Don Toliver featuring Cash Cobain, and I think it was Charlie Wilson, if I'm correct. Is that his name? Yeah, and featuring Charlie Wilson. In a year where the Cash Cobain kind of like style has been popularized and kind of ran through, I think this is the peak, and I don't think it could get any better than this. And to the people that hate this song, I feel bad for you. Honestly, I feel sorry for you. I feel super bad for you. Like, this is just beautiful. It's beautifully mixed. It's beautifully structured. When Charlie comes in and then Cash comes in and then it's right back to Dawn. The back and forth. It's just such a vibey song. How could you not love something like this? I could never know. I don't. At number 4, I have Image by Magdalena Bay. This is a song, in my opinion, 99% of this world, if they knew it, they wouldn't hate it. This song is mind-blowing. I have nothing else to say about that song, yeah. At number 3, I have Protector by Beyonce. A song where, at first, me and my sister listened to it. When we first listened to the album, I didn't really think much of it, and just so happened to be the song that grew on me the most and that I ended up loving the most. The way she talks about her relationship with her daughter or daughters, I'm not really sure, but the way she kind of reassures them on this track, and the writing and everything about it is just so beautiful and emotional, and it's honestly Beyonce at her peak in this album, in my opinion. Which is why I have it at 3. And number 2, I have probably my most played song, and something I wanted to put at number 1. I really did, but I have something better for number 1, in my opinion. At number 2, I have Club Classics by Charlie XCX. The bass here is what gets me. The little wobbly bass, and the way she just doesn't care on this track and just does what she wants. The little Jersey, even the Jersey club drums that are throughout the track, and everything about it is just so perfect. This is a perfect song, don't get me wrong, but it's not my number 1. The number 1 song of the year for me, my favorite song of the year, is Cry For Me by Magdalena Bay. Wow. Just listen to the song and you'll understand. From the intro of the song, the first latter half of the song, where it's just so heavenly, and these vocals are like coming and crashing in, and there's guitars and there's a bass and blah blah blah, and then you transition into the next part, and then the bass all of a sudden gets this like funky groove that like just pulls you in. You can't really come out of that song. You can't really just stop at that part, because you know what's coming, and that that bass line just pulls you in, and it's just a beautiful song, and that's my number one. And that was my 100 songs of 2024. Thank you for watching.